Are you ready?
I am ready, Freddy.
And we're just going across town today. Going to get some coffee.
Well, we need to get our sea legs back on. It's been so long.
Speak for yourself.
But it's nice to have an invitation for coffee with Steve and Jane.
Yeah. All right. And clear prop.
And it does feel like a holiday since we're on the Spyder. It's been almost 3 months. It's been such a long, cool, damp spring here, which is kind of unusual for us.
I don't know, I have PTSD about spring weather and trying to fly airplanes, so I'm used to it.
So we are on Great Neck Road heading towards Shore Drive. And we're in a bit of a fog soup this morning as we head closer to Chesapeake Bay. But this is the area where the tornado hit at the end of April. This is the Broad Bay neighborhood off to the right, and you can't see the homes that were damaged because they're closer to the golf course in a couple blocks. But the tornado actually traveled a 4.5 mile swath all the way from here to Fort Story on the ocean. And, you know, I just have to say it was, you can see some of the tree damage in there maybe. It was so wild because John has lived here all of his life, which is a long time, you know. I've lived here since 1989, which is also a respectable time period. And we've never had a tornado touch in Virginia Beach like we did last month. And we've had them in surrounding areas, Suffolk and Chesapeake, but never Virginia Beach. We always thought the ocean kind of protected us from that. But fortunately, it's really a miracle that nobody was hurt. But a lot of folks will be working on those rebuilding projects for the next several months, I'm sure. But, oh gosh, you can hardly see the water tower over there with the fog. So such a moody morning, John.
You know, I love a sunny day, and I also love days like this where it's, I don't know how you describe it, it makes you want to reflect and think.
Yeah, it's just a neat experience.
Steve and Jane are a local couple who recently purchased a Can-Am Spyder. They reached out to us to see if we were interested in sharing a cup of coffee and some stories. The answer was an emphatic yes.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Jane, and we're the Crippers
From Virginia Beach, Virginia.
And what are you riding today?
We're riding a 2015 Spyder RT Limited.
And you have an upcoming trip?
Yes, we do. We're going with our Faith Riders, the national organization, to Sturgis Motorcycle Rally in South Dakota.
Very good. And the most important question, plain or peanut M&Ms?
Without
Peanut.
This is where we disagree, and this might cause problems in our marriage, but I am going to say M&Ms without peanuts, please.
Peanuts.
No peanuts. Not a one.
Take care. Oh, this day keeps getting better and better. Oh, that was so nice, John.
It was. One of the questions we are often asked is, where can I go to test ride a Can-Am Spyder or a Can-Am on-road product? In the past, you typically go to the local dealership and they will be able to set you up with a ride, providing they actually have inventory for that. Fortunately, Can-Am has thought of this, and for 2023, they're offering a bunch of what they refer to as the Can-Am on-road experience. And I'll put the link in the comments below. All throughout the United States at different dealerships that they've partnered with. They bring the inventory, they have factory reps, and you could get a chance to talk to them, look at, touch, pet, and actually test ride the Can-Am Spyder. Now, limitations do apply depending on the state you're taking your ride and your licensing requirements for that particular state. You got to be licensed to take one out on the road. But give them a shot, and that was one of the things that we did in 2015, and it helped us make that decision. And lastly, as we prepped for the upcoming trip to Canada, as the trip began to evolve, we were contacted by our friends George and Denise, who hail from Florida. We had met George and Denise originally when they came to our meetup a couple of years ago at the Shenandoah National Park. And since then, it seems like we've just become friends. We've met up for a meal, and they've traveled when they travel to our area. And they were going to go to Maine about the same time we were taking our trip. So we had agreed that we were going to spend the first couple of days riding together. And we were really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, they had a family medical emergency that is keeping them from doing the trip this year. And George, being a retired first responder, as I am, we also share a love for good, high-quality cigars. And George was going to bring a couple for us to enjoy on that trip. Well, George can't make it, but apparently his cigars can. So he sent me three very nice cigars. So George, thank you very much. And to tell you what I'm going to do with them, I'm going to set each one of them individually on fire and watch it burn, and slowly and methodically take great pleasure in watching it happen. So there you go. One of them may not make it to the trip when we leave. So, well, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching today's video. I know it's short. We have a lot of packing and planning to do still for this upcoming trip. But thank you for watching it anyway. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. And also, that little thumbs up button. I didn't understand this originally, but when you press that thumbs up button, it causes the algorithm to present our video to other like-minded people who could be interested in this content, so they will be aware of it, and then they can decide if they want to watch it or not. So press that if you'd be so kind. So guys, thanks again, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye-bye.